Om Namah Shivaya. Namaste everyone. Today I will show you my morning routine, how I practice pranayama. And if you want to follow a serious practice of pranayama to go deep down in yourself through the path of breathing, then you can follow me. And the first thing I do is I walk a bit in the morning. I love morning and evening walks. So spend good 20 to 30 minutes in walking. After that, sit somewhere where you find good fresh air. And before that, don't forget to drink plenty of water and freshen up. So after finishing all the morning rituals, now you are ready for the practice of pranayama. How your breathing can be a bridge between you and your mind, between you and your true self. This is the practice we are going to show now here. And we start with a very easy breathing. Just deep breathing. Inhale from nose and exhale from nose. We will be doing this for about 2 to 3 minutes. Keep your both hands on your knees. If you cannot sit in Padmasana, you can sit in any pose. But make sure when you are practicing breathing, don't move your upper body. It will disturb the flow of the breath, flow of the air. So what we do is keep your hands on your knees and keep your back straight. Back straight is very important to make the breathing path smoother. So breathing can go smoothly in and smoothly out. That's why we need to keep the straight back and try to relax yourself completely. Relax your shoulder, relax your arms and relax your thighs. Gently close your eyes. You can also practice these all pranayama with the open eyes, but I personally prefer closing my eyes because it gives you a different experience. It gives you a very spiritual experience where you can feel yourself. That's the purpose of this practice. Keep your both hands on your knees and use a little bit strength from your stomach, from your belly when you inhale and when you exhale. While I am talking all these things, I am sure that you are practicing the deep breathing. Don't forget that part. Keep breathing, inhale and exhale. Try to make some sound. Making sound means you are using the strength from your lungs and then you are taking more and more oxygen in every breath. That is the purpose of this pranayama. And try to squeeze your belly maximum inside when you exhale. And try to inhale maximum so you have no more space for the air when you inhale. That's how you go for every single breath you take. Make sure don't move your shoulders and don't bring stress on your face. Relax your facial muscles. Don't bring any expression of aggression or excitement on your facial muscles. Try to loosen up your muscles. That's what we need to do. I have seen many people are using too much energy, too much overflow of energy and bringing so many wrinkles on the face. That's not how you do the pranayama. You have to be very relaxed facially. When someone look at you, they must feel how peaceful and calm you are when you are practicing pranayama. So make sure your face is very, very relaxed. Don't move your shoulder, don't move your upper body. Just move your belly, move your navel in and out, maximum in, maximum out when you go with the flow of the breathing. And this is very much possible that sometime only one of your nostril is open, but that really doesn't matter. But the one thing you have to do is just keep going, and you will feel in some minutes that it changes the side. Maybe it's left open in the beginning and then it will be right open later, so that won't make a big difference. You just keep going and keep breathing deeply with a loud sound. It will take about 2 to 3 minutes time and then we can go for the step 2. So After deep breathing, we will go for the pranayama number 2, which is one of my favorite, and it will bring a lot of energy in your body, not only physically but mentally as well. It's called Kapalabhati. Kapalabhati in Sanskrit means cleansing of the skull. What does that mean? Cleansing of the skull. It means the cleansing of the brain. It will bring more oxygen to your lungs and then in your brain, so your brain will be freshened up. So let's start now, and maybe some people feel dizzy a bit after practice of this Kapalabhati. That's completely normal. You take a normal breath for 2 to 3 minutes and you will be normal again, because we have more blood supply to the lungs. That's why our brain feel a bit dizzy, but later on brain gets more oxygen supply through the blood. That is a different science of this pranayama. Let's start now. Again, same, keep your back straight and keep your both hands on your knees and use your nose only. As you can see, don't move your shoulder, don't bring extra expressions on your face, and only use your belly movement. Keep your both hands stable on your knees and don't move rest of your body. In one round you can go up to 100 breath out. I usually see the time when I do it with the open eyes, sometime 2 minutes, sometime up to 5 minutes I go in one go, and then I take a break and then start again, and then I take a break, I start again. Sometime I keep going like this for 1 hour, only one pranayama Kapalabhati. So that's how you can practice this. This is amazing. It will bring tremendous results for you physically and mentally. Let's do it again. And take a break again whenever you feel tired, and keep the tissue with you. Maybe you need to clean your nose sometime, especially in the winter time, and that's how Kapalabhati goes. And in the beginning you can practice this for 10 to 15 minutes, and slowly gradually you can increase your time every week, adding only 1 minute. So by the end of 6 months you will have extra 15 to 20 minutes at least. And after Kapalabhati, you can take a break for 2 to 3 minutes. Break means just keep your eyes closed and feel the effect of the breath, what you have practiced just now. And after the breath, you can start again. My favorite one for the third position is Agnisar. How to do Agnisar I have explained in another video. I will leave the link of that video in a description here, but let me show you how the Agnisar is. Agnisar is very, very, very powerful pranayama, which will bring a lot of energy and power in your body just the way you start right away. You don't need to wait for 1 day or 1 week. Breathe out completely with your nose. Don't forget to watch the video below. I have left the description in a description box, and so you will know the detail of this pranayama. It's called in English empty stomach pumping. Breath out and hold the breath outside, and while your hands are on your knees, keep moving your belly in and out as much as you can. We have to increase the number. So you can start with a 20-25 number, which is very normal in the beginning, but you can go up to 100 plus. So it depends on the lungs strength you have, and practice this about 10 to 15 minutes. Breathe out. That's number 3 for the Agnisar pranayama. Number 4, and usually that's how I finish my practice. In it takes 1 to 1.5 hour. And I practice Brahmari for 15 to 20 minutes. There are many different variations of Brahmari, you can choose as your preference. And after practicing Brahmari for good 15 to 20 minutes, you just lie down in Shavasana and enjoy your consciousness, your awareness, and the achievement and the peace of mind what you have got through the breathing. That's how the morning practice goes. You can pause this video in between when you practice one particular pranayama. I have explained you the time as well with each of the pranayama, and I'm sure that this is going to bring amazing results in your practice, in your daily life, in your behavior, in your spiritual self. Good luck with your practice, and don't forget to subscribe the channel and share the video, and that's how we spread the goodness. Thank you so much. Namaste.